My name is Bleeding Critic. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Bedtime Horror Stories from the Clown. Here's 33 disturbing and creepy drawings by children. Number 33. A large scary face. Perhaps this is a friendly monster as the two people in the background are smiling. Or maybe the smiling twins have instructed the monster to do something evil, and they're simply smiling because the monster is doing exactly what it's been told to do. Number 32. I'm watching you. Is this child's drawing showing us that they've been threatened by an adult? Their mum, dad or siblings? Or I wonder, were they threatened by a stranger? Or did they create this drawing and left it on another desk at school just to intimidate another child? 31. Is this drawing created by a sister who wants to stab her brother with a large knife while he sleeps? Or I wonder, is it a drawing by a child who's having nightmares and wants a female vampire to kill the monster that keeps visiting him every night? Number 30. Why can't Daddy see her? No one believes there's a monster with big red eyes living in her bedroom. Even Daddy refuses to believe his little angel. I wonder, this female monster, once it got bored terrorising the little girl, did it move into Daddy's bedroom to scare him instead? Number 29. In this drawing, these four look like aliens. Or I wonder, has this child been born to a family of devil worshippers, and they're just waiting for the child to reach a certain age before some sacrificial ceremony? Number 28. Here's a very young child's interpretation of what ghosts look like. Or I wonder, did these creepy ghouls come and visit to make sure the young child is safe? And the kid's trying to communicate what he has actually seen by doing this drawing. Here's number 27. I wonder, is this a disturbing drawing of a young girl's imaginary friend that has 11 spidery arms and 3 eyes and a mouth? The mystery here is this: where's the lower torn section of this drawing? Is it something too graphic and upsetting for us to see? That's probably why it's been removed. Number 26. This unforgettable picture is obviously drawn by an older child, perhaps a teenager. What doesn't kill me will inevitably try again. Number 25. This drawing is by a child called Joey. It's a note to his dad. Hi, how are you doing in hell? I wonder, is Joey's dad in prison? Or is he really dead? And if he's dead and Joey knows his dad is in hell, is that because Joey knows something Dad did when he was alive that was so bad he was sent to hell and not heaven? On to number 24. Here's a pretty cool drawing of a skeleton with long hair, wearing a shirt and holding a very large knife. Perhaps this is a picture of a creature that appeared in a child's nightmare. 23. The child that drew this believes the dead will destroy the world. A creepy drawing of a zombie with very big hands and red eyes. This zombie's got glasses on, which indicates zombies could be intelligent. Or this is a drawing of someone the child knows. Number 22. A birthday card. Life's a water slide where you die at the end. The child that drew this is clearly very clever. They know exactly the stage where Daddy is in his life. I wonder, when Dad zooms off the slide, will he land on those brown, fierce-looking spikes? Number 21. Back in 2012, young Graham drew this imaginative drawing. What will you be doing when you reach 100 years old? Breaking out of my tomb. Number 20. Being bashed to death. Is this a child's drawing of what they've witnessed at home? A big man with big boots and hairy arms beating a smaller woman. Do those red inked streaks refer to blood spraying everywhere? Number 19. Now, was this freaky drawing done by a child who was influenced by a film that they were too young to see? The Possession of Emily Rose. Number 18. Was this creepy, angry, red-faced man drawn by a child after he tried to take her little baby brother away? And is this the baby's view from inside his pram? Thankfully, Dad saw what was going on and chased the bad stranger away. 17. Best friends. This young girl has a very creepy imaginary friend. I wonder if the imaginary friend becomes more powerful by being this little girl's friend. Will she actually come to life? Number 16.
This is going to happen to you.
This terrifying drawing is a warning to a young girl's father. She was upset by an argument she witnessed between Dad and Mum, so this is how she expressed herself. She clearly is taking Mummy's side. I wonder, what did she see that planted such a violent image in her mind? Was it a film she watched that she shouldn't have? Or did someone tell her about a real murder? Or did she overhear news on the radio or television about a horrific execution? 15. Simple and straight to the point. A young boy drew this decapitation. Dear Valerie, get out of my life. He doesn't like Valerie. Valerie is his babysitter. He deliberately left it for her to find. This makes me think, what did Valerie say or do to make a little boy hate her so much? Number 14. When you're cut up while you're sleeping. Did a young girl draw this picture to express how she felt at night? Did she suffer from sleep deprivation? Did she witness a real murder? Or was she threatened by an adult? Or did she have a dark side to her personality that only surfaced when she drew? It's pretty disturbing seeing all that blood covering the walls. The child that drew this just knew there would be so much blood. Here's number 13. Mum will be so proud I got Timmy to sleep. This is a very revealing drawing. Perhaps baby brother is keeping everyone awake during the night. Mum's very tired and angry. She's probably lashing out at everyone because she's so exhausted. Older brother has a plan, so Mummy will be proud of him solving the little problem. Older brother is going to smother baby Timmy to shut him up. And older brother drew this afterwards because he was so pleased with himself. 12. Did the child that drew this watch the extended director's cut of The Exorcist? And has that Regan scuttling down the stairs like a spider remained in their head? Or did this contorted person or witch visit the child one night, waking them up? Or does this child have a contorted imaginary friend? Number 11. Death to Dad and Mum. Girl and boy are smiling. A fantasy put on paper? This one looks like a sister has used a kitchen knife and has stabbed her father in the chest, and the brother has sliced open Mummy's throat. I wonder, was this horrific fantasy actually carried out? Everyone's in blue apart from the sister. Does this imply she manipulated her brother or boyfriend to murder her parents? Such a grand fireplace and glamorous picture frame indicates a wealthy family. Were the two children adopted and simply hated the couple that was raising them as their own? Number 10. You will die. The word die is in bold. Is this a picture of someone camping, sitting inside some kind of creature tent that has teeth, and they're talking to a large rounded stone? Or is it a child's drawing of a robot telling the world that it's going to die because the universe is actually inside a gigantic monster's mouth? 9. A girl drew this disturbing scene. Daddy and daughter have gone and murdered everyone in a coffee shop. When they leave, they are happy, displaying their murder weapons and being applauded by other people in the street. Because of the daughter's clothes, I wonder, does her drawing indicate that Daddy's girl intends to get a job in this coffee shop when she's old enough and then kill everyone in it? because maybe Daddy complained about the coffee or mentioned how rude a member of staff was to him, and the little girl drawing this twisted fantasy just wants to make Dad proud of her. I want to know, what person will this child become? 8. Kill the family but not the dog. The red pen has been pressed down pretty hard here. The blooded impact areas stand out. All 3 members of the same family have been brutally cut in 2. The dog didn't do it because he looks scared, cute, and just wants to leave the drawing. But then the picture is obvious. The young boy who drew this kills the dog last. I wonder, why does this child have so much anger and hate for his family? Are they part of some religious cult that he doesn't want to be a part of? Do they all treat him badly? He hates his family and anything they love, which includes their pet dog. Will this child eventually murder his family in real life? Or was this just a creative method, a creative outlet, so he, the child, could visualise his negative fantasy about his family in a safe way? I wonder, does visualising something so evil by drawing it make it seem easier to actually do it in real life? 7. This apparently is a young girl's interpretation of who they see sitting on the end of their bed, watching them every night. The young girl showed this drawing to her family, and they believed something bad had happened in their home, so they decided to move in order to protect the young girl's well-being. After the girl and family settled down in their new home, her sleep did improve, and then after a few weeks, the little girl became quite manic and full of energy. Unfortunately, the sleepless nights had started again. She then drew another picture of what kept her awake. It was sad Lisa. Here she is. The little girl loves her blind and bleeding imaginary friend. Creepy and disturbing. This drawing of sad Lisa is number 6, which means it's time for number 5. Allegedly, this children's drawing on a wall was uncovered after wallpaper was removed due to redecorating. Someone small with a very big knife smiles after they've cut open a very big person. No one knows why this picture was hidden underneath wallpaper or who drew it in the first place. Rumour has it that the distressing art was removed and the bedroom was painted in a brighter colour. Then at some point a fit and healthy young man actually died in this room. He wasn't murdered. He was found with his head bashed in and cut open. Police forensics reported that the young man banged his head into the wall over 27 times until the final hard thud killed him outright. The dented, damaged wall happened to be the one where this drawing used to be. Horrific. Number 4. 4 people executed hanging from a tree. I wonder, the child that drew this piece really want their mum, dad and Jenny and Brian dead. Their blank dead faces indicate the 4 dead people are nothing. They don't deserve any detail. The killer has bold, big black eyes. Is the child that created this image influenced by an opening scene from some horror film? Is this a picture of what they intend to do? Or is this just a drawing by a child expressing their lonely feelings and being neglected? Maybe they believe there's no one to turn to, so their dark desires come to life in their drawings. Now it's time for number 3. A great deal of detail in this unsettling piece. The story behind this drawing could be very sad and upsetting. Perhaps the young girl who drew this was constantly verbally bullied at school. I wonder, did the school intervene and make sure the girl received professional help? Did the police eventually have to get involved? Because sometime after this picture was created, 2 missing students were found with their throats cut and their dead bodies carefully placed in a disturbing, intimate position inside a large cupboard located in a staff-only storeroom at the school. Here's number 2. This is very revealing. Me and Dad dance on Mummy's grave. The sun is shining, blue sky and happiness while Dad and daughter dance on a grave. I wonder, was Mum the best mum in the world and wanted husband and daughter to celebrate her death and not be drowned in grief? Or did Mum deserve to die? Was she a bad mother and a horrible, cold-hearted wife? It's time for number 1. This is a photograph that will stay with you forever. It was taken in 1948 in a home for emotionally disturbed children. This girl grew up living in a concentration camp during World War II. She was asked to draw home, and this chaotic, endless circle of scribbles on the blackboard is what she drew. Was her chalk drawing the barbed wire she saw every day? What's genuinely unsettling is her eyes. You can't imagine the horrors she witnessed. This is another photograph where her eyes are even more intense. Now it's time for you to slam your finger down on that subscribe button. Here's just 3 of my other videos. Watch them, then make sure you experience all my other ones. Thanks for watching, and remember, you have the right to remain terrified and disturbed.